Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope it's wonderful. My name is Whitney and I do 20-minute makeup looks. And today we're gonna do a look that goes with this. I've got this maroon shirt on, this chain and charm necklace. It's a Vera Wang from Kohl's, and these stick earrings. And I have a whole pile of brushes here that need to be put away because I did it. I washed my makeup brushes. That's the last thing I did before I went and picked my kids up from their dad's this weekend. And I'm very proud of myself. Now this brush is a fairly old Real Techniques brush. I think I bought this like right when they started selling them at Walgreens, and I was super excited, and I drove to like the Walgreens that is not by my house to find them. So I've had this for well over 10 years at this point, because that was not long after I moved down to Georgia. Anyways, the black part was just super sticky and gross for some reason, so I grabbed some alcohol wipes and I'm cleaning it off, because why not? Like it was not come clean in the sink kind of sticky, so yeah, it's just yucky. Don't know why. Okay, anyway, so I cleaned all my face brushes that I use. Trust these. This one is stained from the pigment in my Juvia's Place blush, and that's okay. Nice and clean. And then of course I have all my eyeshadow brushes. So I'm just gonna start shoving these into the proper container, which is an old vase, very short, like planter vase from IKEA. But it's big, so it holds a lot of stuff. Okay, towel that I dried them on, put that there, this here. Okay, now we can get started. Extra brush that fell out. All right, so I'm gonna start with my Morphe Filter Effect Concealer on my lens, under my eyes. And I'm going to grab my fresh, clean Moda Glow brush to blend that in. Beautiful. Oh, there's nothing like a nice clean makeup brush. So this is your call. If you haven't cleaned your makeup brushes in a while, you should do it. Ideally, I would clean mine once a month. Realistically, I try to make sure I do it once a quarter because one, I have a lot of makeup brushes, so I can use a different brush every day or use the same colored brush several times before I run out of brushes. But really any longer than 3 months, I run out of brushes. It's like not sanitary, you know, so clean your brushes, please. It'll make them last longer and it will keep you from breaking out, and it's better for your makeup and all of those things. Trust me, do it. Okay, we're gonna use some Pat McGrath today because I've got this beautiful palette that's got these darker colors in it. And then I have this Star Wars palette that also has these darker colors in it. And then I have this third one that also has these darker colors in it. So we are gonna use these because they're beautiful and I love them so much. All right, I think, because I don't, what these don't have is just like a nice neutrally transition color. So I do have my Naked palette out. I'm gonna find the brush that I like to keep in here, which is not the original Naked brush. It's this little Elizabeth Mott tapered blending brush. This will be my brush for in here. I use it for the two browns that I use, which is Naked and Buff, I think. Buck. Naked and Buck. which I use quite a bit. So I'm gonna come in here with some Naked just to do a little bit of transition color for something to blend into when I get into the maroons. Okay, and then I'm gonna just, Naked stuff comes with a brush. I don't know where the one specific to this palette is, but that one fits in there. I like to keep the two-sided ones out so that I can use both sides of it if I need to. Okay, what are we gonna do first? Okay, I'm gonna start with the Star Wars palette. It's called the Golden One, and I'm gonna use the color Cyborg, no, not Cyborg Relations, Coral Blitz, which is this one here. And I need a fluffy brush. Oh, again, nice and clean. A little bit of staining on the bristles from the pigmentation in some of my eyeshadows, and that's okay. So I'm doing a couple taps into the Coral Blitz. Or Tatooine. It's so hard to tell. But that's okay. And then we're just gonna blend this for a second. What, I haven't bought a Pat McGrath palette in years. Just did not become a viable expense. But I have no regrets about the ones I did buy. These are just such nice eyeshadows. And the colors are amazing. And it's like, I wear makeup every day. I want to wear makeup that makes me happy. And it's nice. And this is both of those things. Okay, now I'm going to come in with this one, which is a little bit brighter. I'm just going to go over that a little bit. Ow, that was my elbow. Not even the funny part of it, just the crappy to hit on something part of it. Had a pretty good morning around here with the kids. I managed to get up and get my whole Zumba class in and take my shower all before they woke up, which was nice. And then when they did start waking up, they were in a good mood. I have a woodpecker who is currently eating my porch. Not right this second, but quite often. And he's out there pecking around this morning, so we played, it sounds terrible when I say it, we played hide from the woodpecker, which basically means they hid under the blankets and I poked him with my finger. But that was pretty fun. Managed to get him dressed. The oldest got a little bit of makeup. But then it became time to go and there was no time to play anymore, and the youngest was not happy about it. I was like, dude, if you want to play, you got to get up earlier than this. Okay, I hope I don't ruin this. I'm going to take some of this dark chocolatey brown here and just one little tip tap. Just for this like outer corner, little triangle. Okay, I think that was a good idea. All right, now gotta decide on the shimmer. Gonna go with this one. I think I like this one. We'll try it through. Ooh, that's so pretty, but it does not go. So I'm going to use this middle one. I need to clean my fingers. I have a baby wipe right here that we used to wipe lipstick off with the little one earlier because she tried to clean it with her fingers and it got super smeary. So I'm just going to steal that. It's just hanging out right there. Okay. I think we decided on this one. It is called it's got to be called Plum Eclipse because it does not make sense for it to be called Mahogany Angel because it's not dark. So I'm going to guess this is Plum Eclipse. Naked Bronze. No. Naked Bronze. Plum Eclipse. Coral Kiss. Mahogany Angel. And Mercurial Rose. That's got to be right. Okay, either way, I don't know. Like, to me, the name should match whatever's on top of it, but I don't design the makeup packaging. Stuff all up over here. Ooh. First brush for the dirty jar. Okay, we're gonna do the Clinique Black Honey eyeliner, because why not? I feel like black would be too harsh, and this kind of has that burgundy feel to it. And it's such a nice eyeliner. No, it's itchy. All right. I'm gonna be crazy today because I thought about it and they were right in front of me. I do not know if I believe in the validity of eyelash curling. But we did it, right? So, if you have a preference or a feeling on eyelash curling, let me know in the comments your experience. I just feel like it doesn't really do anything for mine, but maybe it's because I'm not doing it right or not wearing the right kind of mascara or doing it at the wrong time. I know I've seen people do it after mascara, but I feel like it just mushes the mascara. And I don't want my mascara like all like clumpy together unless I've done it on purpose. What it really does is dry my contacts out. Okay. We're gonna let that dry for a minute while we come in with our brow pencil. We're gonna use our Maybelline Tattoo Studio pencil in medium brown. It's about time to retire this dude and break out the new one that I've had in my drawer for like 3 months. Okay. I'm gonna use this. This is from Milani, I think. I don't have the lid anymore. It does have the thing, but it didn't say the brand on the back. It's called Warm Berries. It's a little bit darker. Such a pigmented blush, I forget. So we're gonna put some powder on to tone that down. It's a really pretty blush though. Ah, my powder is in my car. I'll be right back. I'm gonna not pause this because I know if I pause it, it's gonna time out. So this should only take like 15 seconds. Got it. I went out Friday night with my girlfriends. 4 of us had dinner together, and then 2 of us went and saw Footloose the musical at our local theater, like live theater, and it was just amazing, incredible. They did such a great job. The singing was phenomenal. The dancing was phenomenal. Footloose is one of my favorite movies, the original. And the young man who played Willard, he totally stole the show. He did such a great job, so amazing. All right, I'm gonna use this Almost lipstick, Black Honey. Clinique. I don't think I'm going to do anything underneath as far as eyeshadow. I think I'm just going to leave it here because I'm pretty happy with how this looks right now. So here's a close-up. I was thinking about doing like a bronzy, coppery highlight in the center, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to get too cray-cray. All right, let's turn this out. I don't have any open windows today. It's gloomy guess outside, so this is my ceiling light. And of course, I'll be under my fluorescents when I get to my desk. All right, this is it. So I am happy with it. I think it turned out pretty nice. And I hope you enjoyed the look. And thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.